So we all know what reviews are. They're basically when you sit down and reflect on everything you've gone through, your experiences, strengths, your weaknesses, SWOT analysis. Look at your mistakes, your wins in every area: mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, socially, financially. You're basically reviewing yourself, analyzing yourself. Like I keep saying it, like nothing has helped me more than reviews. Nothing has helped me more than reviews. The fact that I can sit down and look at how much work I've done and then compare it to how much work I'm supposed to be doing is a game changer, is a life hack, basically. If you're ever misaligned, if you're ever lost, if you're ever confused as to where you're supposed to actually be, reviewing is what puts you back on track. Gratitude journaling. You can't be grateful without looking back. Like they go hand in hand. You can only be grateful for where you are when you compare it to where you have been. Reviewing is like the whole thing. Like you're looking at the good, you're looking at the bad, you're looking at the ridiculous things that you're like, oh, why did I do this thing? These are the reasons why you need to review yourself. Number one, reviewing keeps you grounded. You're able to pause and reflect and remind yourself why you're actually doing this thing. That's how you stay aligned and you're not just busy. It's easy to be busy, just be doing things, but when you review, you're able to be aligned to your purpose. You're able to be aligned to what you actually want in life. Reviewing helps you to celebrate your progress because it's easy to like lose track of everything. I bet you if you go through your camera roll right now, dates back to like this time last year, if you go through your camera roll right now, you realize that you've forgotten so many things that happened. The amount of things that you've forgotten is like crazy, it's mind-blowing. That's why reviews are so important. You're comparing yourself to where you want to be and where you are and where you were. Number 3, you learn from experiences. Every L, that's a loss, can turn to a lesson if you process it properly. So instead of asking why me, why did this happen to me, and all that yada, you actually learn from the experience of reviewing, and it helps you become self-aware. Self-awareness is the first step to solving any problem in life. Once you first recognize that, oh, I have this issue, or oh, this is exactly what I want. Once you're self-aware about it, that's like the first step. 50% of the work is done. Now you just have to actually do the work. It helps you understand your patterns. That's self-awareness. Helps you understand your patterns. Like, why do I procrastinate this particular task? Or why do I shrink myself around certain people? Or why do I act this way in certain situations? The more self-aware you are, the more powerful and at peace you become and you feel. Number 5, it helps you make better decisions. Hindsight is a superpower and it helps you make better decisions. When you're honest with yourself about what's working and what's not working for you, you're clearer on what you should let go and what you should hold on to. Because people change, like, in a short amount of time, so like you don't realize how much you've changed from what you were before. So reviewing always keeps you in the know, like you know exactly, oh, this is what I was before and this is what I am now. How did I get here? Then you know that some things just have to end. Like, you won't know these things if you don't review yourself. You should set aside a time every week, typically during the weekends, to review how the week went and how you want your next week to be. So even if it's just like 5 minutes, even if it's, I recommend using a book, sitting down and putting it down on paper, because when you put things down on paper, it's like you're turning on the lights. Imagine you're fighting somebody in the dark and then you don't know exactly what the person is. The person will obviously win you. But like when you sit down and write it on paper, it's like turning on the switch. Now you can actually identify who and what, like you can actually see the person you're trying to fight. You can see the weapons you can use to attack the person. That's what writing it down on paper is. Aside that, you can also do quarterly reviews. Break it down, do it like yearly reviews, quarterly reviews, monthly reviews, weekly reviews, daily reviews. New things that you learned about yourself, how you grew physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, because these are the things that make up a human being. These are the things that make you up as a person. You have to be constantly looking at how you spent your money. You have to be constantly looking at how you spent your time. These are the currencies of life, and if you don't know how you're spending it, you're basically wasting your time. A lot of opportunities, a lot of experiences that you should be maximizing. Try prompts like, what made me feel proud this month? What drained me this month? Did I grow spiritually? Did I grow emotionally this month? What do I need to start, stop, and continue? Who or what am I becoming? What I do sometimes, like if I can't like journal because I'm feeling too lazy to journal, I just like record myself and then play it over. Talk to a camera, talk to a journal. You just find out that everything is clearer, everything is easier, everything is more put together because you basically put it down on paper. When you watch like past video, and these things are like good for like even a fun time, like you can just look back at how you used to do before and you're like, oh wow. I can't believe I did that shit. Like wow, I've grown, I've come so far.
I'm happy because I never expected it, but God gave it to me. I'm grateful to Him.
Life is too intentional for you to just exist inside it without checking your own pulse. You're growing, you're evolving, but don't wait for a breakdown to pause. Don't wait until everything around you is crumbling before you reflect. Reflect every time so that you know when these changes are happening. Do your self-checks often and do them in love. You're allowed to outgrow things, you're allowed to outgrow people, you're allowed to restart, and you're definitely allowed to celebrate yourself. So thank you. That's the lesson for today. Make sure you do a self-review, a self-reflection today. Like I'm sure it's been a minute you did it, so just do that. Make sure you do that today. And we've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something about why you should review yourselves, why you should reflect on how far you've come, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.